do I make her stop? She won't stop.
Make who stop?
The way I see
Who? Clay, who are you talking about?
There are two kinds of death.
Clay.
I do feel like we saw so many emotions from Clay. We didn't really address his mental health head on, though.
No.
Why do you think that was?
I think that it's not fully recognized by himself or any of the characters surrounding him yet, and that's exactly something that I would love to see explored with Clay in whether it be season 3 or how. I mean, I don't know how long the show is going to go, but like just at some point in the future on the show, that's something that I would love to address, because even back in episode 2 of season 1, there was a scene where his parents refer to these meds that they want him to go back on. They were for depression. Finn isn't on it anymore, and I think there's a lot of issues that Clay has that he probably has to deal with and have to be addressed, and he really needs help. I mean, season 2, if anything, was proof of that, I think. And it's like, to continue the conversation of mental illness and everything, I think can really be explored through Clay.
There's nothing else I can do.
There is.
Going to the very end of the finale then, and you have Tyler and you have Clay standing outside of the school. Tyler leaves and you have the gun. Where do you think the story goes from there?
I'd be surprised if the story isn't immediately picks up where it left off. I feel like the 13 Reasons Why fashion is there's a time jump and we just put together the pieces of what happened in between. I don't know, I'm not confirming, but that's where I feel like it's going. I don't know what Clay does with that gun. I don't know how he gets out of it. When we were filming it, I did not realize that the sirens would sound that close.
Jesus, how do you not know how? I've seen you in a tie last year at the winter dance.
Some of the scenes that I loved were between Clay and Justin.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
new friendship that was kind of formed.
Yeah.
How is that for you, and what do you love about that friendship?
What I think is really cool is that the first person that you see Clay interact with in the show is Justin. They hate each other.
Yep.
Like they couldn't hate each other more. One of the most unexpected things would be for Clay and Justin to
Become family?
become family. And also, you know, I think that Justin and Clay both saved each other in season 2. I mean, Justin's the one who talked Clay down from either killing Bryce or killing himself. And Clay is the one who went and got Justin off the street and tried to clean him up and be there for him.
Mm-hmm.
Although we saw ultimately that Justin is still reverting back to old habits, but they needed each other, and who would have thought that those two people would end up needing each other in order to, I don't know, like even live. So,
Right.
I'm excited to see. I'm sure they'll be like roommates still in season 3. That'd be cool.
I'm hoping for that. But are we going to see him in recovery in season 3, do you think?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Do you think that Clay is in a place where he could have another love interest in season 3?
I think if there is potential, I think Clay would definitely probably try to avoid it at this point. I imagine the last thing Clay's going to want right now, given his past record so far, is a love interest, but I think maybe he won't be able to avoid it, you know, I don't know. Oh, we'll see.
And then before we wrap up here, maybe just 2 things that you would love to see Clay tackle in season 3.
I'd be surprised if the show didn't go into exploring, you know, whatever issues Clay has. I think that there's a lot to be addressed with Clay. I mean, I think like even seeing him in therapy at some point or something, just having someone to talk to and having Clay be able to face, you know, these problems that he has.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, you know, with season 2, Clay was really carrying the weight of Hannah still, obviously, more than ever before. And now that that's gone, I'm excited to see kind of Clay being a little wiser, a little more grown up, given everything that he's gone through, and just seeing how he deals with this moving forward in his life, and not carrying the guilt and weight of Hannah anymore, and just seeing what new challenges await for him, even that aren't involving Hannah, because we know, I think if anyone expects Clay to have an easy path in any season, we know we're wrong. I think that season 3 is definitely not going to be easy for Clay or any of these people. If it was, I don't think that'd be the show anymore.
Well, and the writers now know what you're capable of, so.
I mean, man, I'm nervous to know what Clay's going to go through in season 3.